Hey, you guys know what time it is?
Is that a fan? Is that like a...
It is 1:19.
Not specifically. I didn't want the specific time. No, you guys know what time it is.
It is 1... I guess it's podcast nation time.
No, that can't be it.
Well, that works, I guess. Podcast.
It feels like it's something more important.
Muffin time.
It's muffin time. No. It's peanut butter jelly time.
Time to stop.
Drop.
And roll.
Like a Hot Pocket.
Hot Pockets.
Why must you ruin everything?
No, but yeah, it's podcast time.
Oh, dang it.
I was hoping you guys would say, like, it's game time! I mean, for me to go, like, no, that's not.
You were hoping to let us down?
You dragged me out of the casino for this. I was on a winning streak. I only needed to make $30,000 more before I would have gotten out of the hole.
I was waiting for that one. But, yeah, it's podcast time. So, hi, people that are listening. My name is Braxton Manning. I am the host for this episode. Second episode of the first season of Back in the Saddle again.
Yeah, we only got 3 of us here.
Okay. I'm going to introduce you.
You're right.
Nerds.
I don't got a name.
Yeah, this is Podcast Nation. Welcome. I'm Braxton Manning once again. I'm the host. Yep. Podcast Nation runs very loosely with no format at all. Except that someone hosts...
Dare say lack of morals, too.
Okay. So, joined with me today is Lucas Floyd and Ethan Johnson.
Hi.
You can't just say my full name like that. I got ops
Lucas
on me.
David Floyd.
Dude. I got ops on me. You can't be doing this.
Ethan... What?
Braxton Manning's address is...
Ethan Johnson's phone number is... No, you missed that whole thing. Matthew's phone...
I was still there for it.
Oh, yeah, were you... keep forgetting what you missed because you left. I don't remember what we did.
Braxton's IP addresses.
Yeah, I was there with Matthew very slowly reading out your phone number.
My social security number.
Might as well go grab my credit card.
You can find him at...
Instagram.
I wouldn't recommend going to his Instagram.
But I don't post stuff that's bad.
Yeah, but you still post pictures of yourself.
You're on there.
I'm on there? Oh.
The 4th of July party from 2 years ago, which the anniversary of Podcast Nation is the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But hey, that's also the anniversary of my Fortnite account.
Also happens to be when we signed the Declaration of Independence or something like that.
It's like important events keep happening on the 4th of July. The Declaration of Independence, Podcast Nation, and Fortnite. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, say, can you see that default dancing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That came from the depths.
Today's episode is the game show, How Long Can Braxton Burn?
No, it's not. Braxton will die. No, but today's episode is just kind of chill talking episode. Catch up with what you guys have been doing.
I prefer mustard.
Mustard gas? Or just mustard?
I'll let you fill in the blanks. What would Jesus do?
You bought one of the bracelets?
Oh yeah, I gotta support small businesses. Who else will take down Jeff Bezos?
Oh, with billionaires.
Hey, I would rather let some 6-year-old girl
She's
kick.
6?
I don't know. She it's a young girl selling the bracelets. I'd
Probably
rather.
like 14 or something.
No, I wouldn't say that.
She's not 6.
It's a little kid. I know
Bro,
that
who
much.
is knocking on our door?
I don't check. It's a ghost. Just like my father. No one's there.
Okay, well, to catch us up to speed.
Anyway, we're in Michigan. Holland,
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yes, CIY, once
Wait,
again.
we're in Michigan?
Nope,
You just kind of drugged it and chloroformed me, and I was just... I was confused.
Because last year, if you remember last year at CIY, we were playing soda pong with the atrocious tasting sodas that we found at the Family Dollar. They were there, but we didn't get them again because we don't want to relive that.
Well, I would like to play soda pong, just not with those sodas. But we're probably not going to play soda pong this week.
The whole point of soda pong is that you don't want to.
We're playing piss pong. Pong. It's like beer pong, but instead of beer, it's piss. And you drink piss.
And bleach. There's a cup of bleach in one of them. Spice it up a little bit. I guess you say bleach it out a little bit.
What? I mean,
if one of us starts having a seizure on the ground, don't worry, it's all part of the act.
Which would you prefer to drink, piss or bleach?
Piss, because bleach will kill you.
I'd rather drink bleach.
Okay.
Just the idea of drinking piss disgusts me.
But piss won't kill you.
I mean, unless I had like a life filter straw to filter out everything, or some way to like get the germs and stuff out of it, and
anyway, we're gonna stop talking about drinking piss and bleach. What have you guys been doing for the past 2-3 weeks since we recorded the last episode?
When was the last episode?
We spent the night at your house.
I know.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It was a Friday. It was literally the first day of summer break. Okay, yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I was just trying to remember how much
time
has passed since then, because a lot of stuff has happened, but I didn't want to
almost an entire month.
Yeah, I just didn't want to bring up anything that I almost brought up. I don't remember if I did bring this up last time, but Matthew and I were going to go see Metallica in August in Chicago.
Yeah. I don't know if you mentioned that on the podcast or if you just told me that.
Yeah, I know I probably brought it up to you guys before. I just didn't remember if I brought it up on the podcast before. If I did, I apologize for repeating it. But it's been
it's repeating a topic. What the hell's wrong with you?
It's been a month, so I don't necessarily remember. I don't keep tabs on things I say a month ago, let alone things I said 5 minutes ago. We're at CIY at church camp. Ooh, I spent.
I literally thought that you were about to say, like, you're like, I can't even remember what I said a month ago, much less what I said 5 minutes ago, and I thought you were about to just bring it right back with, so would you guys rather drink piss or bleach? I waited, I was like, here it goes, and it didn't come back. I was very disappointed.
No, you gotta know which dead horse to be. That was not a dead
that was the comedic effect that you missed.
Well,
comedic timing.
As time of
recording. Make fun of me saying comedic.
At the time of this recording, CIY is currently going on. Yeah, I'm trying to word this, but basically, we left Monday.
Which was like 400 years ago.
We're recording this Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
This episode is going to get released tomorrow.
Okay. And so, I spent the Friday and Saturday before the Monday that we left, down at Miss Sinawal camping, with my dad and Matthew. We went out on the boat, watched fireworks, did tubing and swimming, and then just kind of camped and hung out with my dad, some of his friends. Found out my dad drank beer with some wrestlers, like Hulk Hogan and The Big Show, back when he was in college.
He also rode a motorcycle naked.
I was going to get to that. Had to steal that. I honestly found the wrestlers stuff pretty cool, because I was like, my dad stole Hulk Hogan's pizza and ate it, and his reasoning was, I have less to lose for eating this pizza than he does to beat the shit out of me over eating his pizza. He has more to lose.
My brother, why did you steal my pizza?
So, explaining that reasoning to his buddies who were freaking out about, they then proceeded to join my dad in eating the pizza. Yeah, and then, like Braxton said, my dad rode a motorcycle naked. Is that still recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Still recording. I was just checking my notifications.
Okay. So this happened towards the end of the year in college for my dad. I don't know if it was like his final year of college or if it was just at the end of 1 year, but basically, he was like talking to his friend. And he was like, end of the school year. I'm so happy that schools wouldn't be out. I could just ride on a motorcycle naked. Saying it like a figure of speech. Like
Why would you say that? That's my question. Why would you say that specific?
I'm so happy I could explode type thing. I don't know. He just said it.
I'm so happy. I wish I could combust into flames.
And my dad's buddy thought he was serious or something. And so the week passed, school was out, and there was a big party. Like, I'm talking, it was like, and stuff. So my dad, he goes to the party with some buddies, and a bunch of people start coming up to him, and they're like, hey Dave, are you going to do it? Now my dad's name is Dave. He's like, do what? So, ride your motorcycle naked. What? No. Why would I do that? Cape said you were. Cape's my dad's buddy who he was talking to.
If you're going to do a storytelling voice, you still need to project.
Yeah.
Not whisper it. Like,
yeah, okay. Cape, my dad's buddy, he was the one I was talking to. It was like, Cape said that he was going to... He said that you were going to do that at the party. It's like, what? No, don't... What? No, don't listen to him. He's full of shit. Well, night goes on, and more people just keep asking him if he's going to ride his motorcycle naked. So, a few drinks of liquid courage later, and he was just tired of people asking, so he was like, fuck it, and just ran back to his house. Now the house and the party that the house was at was a block away, so he ran back, threw off his clothes, got on a bike, and revved it. And he was like, "Oh, I'll just do a quick lap around. Nobody will see me." And keep in mind, it's an old motorcycle, so the engine is really loud. And so he starts it up, the engine goes, and he turns the block, and it's something out of an Evel Knievel sound. The entire front lawn, just a sea of people right there. And he's just like, shit. And he turns, drives down, drives back, and goes around the house, and drives back, jumps off the bike, and throws his clothes back on, and ran back to the house, and people were laughing. He kind of like went down in history for that. But
you may be cool, but you'll never be riding naked motorcycle cool.
Well, to continue it, because he rode a motorcycle naked, he got like a burn on the inner part of his thigh. And the not next day, but it was like a day or two later, he went to like a GED class or something like that. And the professor in that class, because it was summertime, because school just got out, my dad was wearing shorts. And the professor went and said, Hey Dave, what happened to you there? Pointing at my dad's burn mark on his upper thigh. And he was like, motorcycle. I was like, huh. Now, how did you do that on a motorcycle? Usually you're, like, wearing jeans or some kind of clothing around there to prevent burn. Professor knew. All it took was, like, a day, and word got out.
Oh yeah, you
Well-
can't just expect to ride a motorcycle naked and nobody to know about it. Especially when there's a sea of people watching you
Oh yeah.
and taking pictures.
And so basically, from that point on, he was kind of known as the guy who rode motorcycles, so it was pretty cool stuff like that. Well, fast forward a few months into Christmas time. It was around Christmas time. They were doing a gift exchange. Now, some kid in the class got my dad an ornament picture frame of a Harley Davidson picture frame thing, ornament. It's like, oh, thanks, man. How'd you know to get me this? I love Harley Davidson. And the kid was like, oh, I know. Did you see the photo? What photo? My dad said. Looks at it again. It's a picture. Because people were taking photos of him riding naked. It was a picture of him on his bike where the mirror just covered like his crotch area. It wasn't a very big mirror. So you could tell he was naked, but nothing was exposed. It was the perfect picture.
Wow.
And then I don't know where that picture is. My dad said it's buried somewhere. I don't know if it's in storage or if
never to be found again.
I don't know if he buried it in storage somewhere or if he just buried it in a field somewhere. But yeah, my dad rode a motorcycle naked in college. Don't drink, kids. Unless you know not to do something stupid.
So, kind of move on from there.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Lucas.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard Podcast Nation's intro music?
We have intro music?
Yeah, I made a thing. You should pull that up for me, Ethan. The thing I sent you.
Is it like just a theme song or is there singing?
No, it's just music.
Okay. I didn't know that there was an intro. I just thought our intro was just, hey guys, welcome to Podcast Nation. No, I didn't know there was a theme song.
What you doing there, buddy? Ow.
Just don't want that to be right in the microphone.
Oh.
Also, Braxton, I know you probably really don't care, but you said something earlier that kind of made me like, huh? But I noticed you said the sentence "combust into flames," and combust already means burst into flames.
I know. That's why I said that.
I wasn't sure if you knew that or not. Can you unplug the light, please?
Let me just tear out my earbuds from the wall also.
But
Yeah, we have intro music. That's a thing that I made. I took time out of my day and was like, yeah, I'll make it. And it turned out pretty decent.
congrats. I want to figure out how to either I'll ask a friend who's into graphic design and animation stuff to do it, or I can maybe take time out of my life to do it and just make a short little animation to put on loop for people listening on YouTube. They can have a little animation of us sitting around the table just doing stuff as the podcast is happening.
So, before you play that, real quick, I am very, very slowly working on getting all the old episodes onto YouTube. Also, our YouTube channel has changed because I did an oopsie, and the oopsie continued to do oopsie until the oopsie was big oopsie. But I'm not going to go into detail for it. But, so we will be changing...
He's here to meet an 11-year-old boy.
What? No. But it will... There's no videos out there at the moment, but the Podcast Nation YouTube will just be called Podcast Nation, and then we'll have the original picture. It has the original profile picture, but there's no videos out there yet, but there will be somewhat soon. Anyway, here is the Podcast Nation Show intro music that was our thing I made.
Yeah. welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play. So.
We got Kanye to write us an intro.
I'll take that as a compliment.
He's racist.
He's
or no, anti-Semitic. I don't know.
He's a Nazi.
He's something. He's a thing.
But yeah, that's the intro that I wrote forever ago. I didn't think you knew about that. That's why I asked Ethan. That's why I sent Ethan the thing. And it's like, hey, can you pull this up so that we can have it for that? But anyway. Yeah. Okay, Ethan. You've been kind of quiet this entire episode. What have you done in the past 2 to 3 weeks since we recorded the last episode?
Well, earlier, if you asked me that question, I would have said it seems too early for a shameless plug. But
Now's the perfect time for a shameless
now
plug.
is the perfect time.
Shame.
For shaming my plug. Or
Shame.
for having a shameless plug.
Shame.
But what I've been doing is I've been working on a lot of music stuff, both in terms of the band Security, but more so towards my solo project stuff under the name of Ethan J. I'm hoping to release an EP, maybe an album, most likely an EP, because I don't want to put that many effort into that many songs that probably aren't going to get listened to that much. Stuff like that. There's going to be remastered splinters. It's going to have like real bass and drum set. It didn't have those in the first release. Other stuff like that. Also have a new kind of Instagram thing
Oh, I forgot about
called Android Vlogs Squad, where a bunch of people, mainly Braxton and I, with Android phones, we just vlog, and yeah, that's that. Let's go find us on Instagram. We're kind of vlogging this week.
Yeah.
Put a lot of effort in the first day, and then editing went terrible. So I kind of lost my will. Oh, I turned on the speaker again. I kind of lost my will to keep doing that this week because of how annoying it was. So
Now, Ethan, what have you actually been doing?
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, I've been doing a lot of music. A lot of it has been music.
You don't do music.
Okay. I'm kind of indecisive. Like, do I talk about the groundhogs?
No, you don't talk. You just sit there silently.
Okay.
I mean, you can at least update us on what's happening with your groundhogs.
I mean, like, would people be sensitive to like?
Well, it's a groundhog. They're a pest.
Yeah, they don't know that.
They're cute.
People still argue about whatever they want because they think they're right.
But like, okay, but listen.
I mean,
like,
people keep snakes as pets, so...
you can kill a groundhog whenever.
Yeah, like literally,
Yes.
groundhog season is year-round because they're pests. What they do is they burrow into buildings and ruin the foundation. Eventually, they'll end up like collapsing themselves.
Yeah.
We have a
Kill
lot of
on site.
groundhogs and stuff around a bunch of buildings. It's not cool. So we're trying to take care of them. My dad usually takes them out with his AR or something. I
Groundhog. Yeah.
use a baseball bat, an aluminum baseball bat.
Are you playing whack-a-mole?
No,
I'm playing Whack a Groundhog.
Jigs.
Okay, so I got one last year. It was pretty nice.
A groundhog or a bat?
A groundhog. I got one last year during the summer. That was pretty nice. And I was like, man, I don't know if I'm ever going to get one again. And this year, I've gotten, not a second one, but I've gotten a third one as well. This year, in the summer, in the same summer. Only like a few weeks apart. So, basically what I've kind of made myself do now during the summers is I walk around my house with one of my baseball bats. I have two now. I have one that's like kind of a bigger one, and I have another one that's like a 24-inch. It's pretty small. It's for like T-ball and stuff. And there's like a name in Sharpie on the bat, the T-ball bat, that says Eli B. And I know. I knew two Eli Bs. But I don't think he's aware that his baseball bat is now ending the lives of groundhogs.
Simple solution: just find the entrances to the groundhog burrows and just pour a bunch of gasoline.
No, because if they go into a house, you can blow your house up.
Well, first of all, make sure they can't get into your house, and then you can just do that, drop the match, and they'll either die from the smoke, die from the fire.
What you're supposed to do, the most useful tactic is take a hose and fill it with water.
But you can flood your basement.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if it's not into your house, you can fill it with water, and that floods it out, and then they usually come out because they're almost filled with water.
Or use go for gas.
But fire, duh.
My brother used, which one is it? Brady. They had wasps that were in the ground, and they stung Steven or whatever when he was mowing their yard. So Brady took a thing of gasoline, poured some on the nest that was in the ground, and then poured a line, and then set it on fire and it exploded. Pretty cool. Yeah. So that's all you've been doing, Ethan? Just chilling, killing groundhogs, making music.
Oh, I was going to explain I was killing the groundhog, but then it's...
Oh, you can do that too.
I'm going to. I got interrupted.
Who interrupted you? Was that me or Lucas?
We had both of you guys.
Well, since really nothing of value happened. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Sorry, I was just.
I don't even remember where I left off now.
Eli B, not knowing that his baseball bat kills groundhogs, and then you were like, just use fire.
I was just like, can't you use fire or something?
Yeah, but there's something about the adrenaline and the pure joy of successfully killing something that's pretty fast with only a baseball bat. It's like the masculine energy.
I love the sound of their squeals as I pop them with my bat.
It's like primal instinct kicking in. You're like, man, I feel like I can do this every day.
If you're starting out with primal, wait until we get to the Roman instinct and you just start crucifying the groundhogs.
Okay. I make them walk with the cross. Anyway.
Groundhog Jesus.
Okay, well...
Some of you might find these stories a little bit triggering. If you do,
womp womp.
Skip to a little bit further, and if you still hear more groundhog talk, skip a little bit further, and if you don't, skip a little bit backward until you hear a little bit more groundhog talk. Skip a little bit forward, and then you hear nothing. And you're like, okay.
And that was the end of the episode.
Anyway.
Actually, the next few episodes, we'll still be talking about groundhog violence.
If
I'm
Ethan kills
sure, yeah.
more,
Yeah.
Or if any of us kill groundhogs, because I want to pop my cherry on killing groundhogs.
That's weird terminology.
It is.
But it works, doesn't it? It's the correct
I don't get why you want to
I'm using it correctly, just in the wrong sense.
I don't get why you want to pop your cherry while killing groundhogs.
No, that's not...
It's like a weird fetish.
You do not know.
What?
Usually when somebody says pop your cherry, that's the first time you've done it.
Yeah, I get that.
That's the first time you've done something.
I know.
Pop a groundhog's cherry.
Okay,
well,
that sounds like you just...
That's too far.
All the groundhogs I've killed have been mothers. I'm a mother killer. Okay, but anyway. So the second groundhog I got, I don't care to talk about the first one. I probably talked about it already. I don't care. First one, this is with my regular bat. It's heavier than the T-ball bat. I think it's like a softball or something like that. It's been around for a while. But yeah, I was walking, and I go around to my front porch, kind of on the south side of my house. Some of you only know what that looks like, but then I look in my backyard and I see a groundhog. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sneak over. I'm going to go grab my baseball bat. And then, so I grabbed it. It didn't see me. And then I sprinted towards it. And then there's like kind of like a big field, like a pasture behind my house. And it's all like There's like cattle panel around it. And there's a gate, like kind of in the corner in between where there's like a barn lot and the pasture. The groundhog ran in the fence there, but I kept going just in case that I could chase it through the weeds. And I get there, kind of slow down, and I go through the fence, the gate. Yeah, just walk through the fence, I phase through it. I go through the gate, and I stand there for a bit. I get a little closer, I hear more rustling, because the groundhog was like only like a foot away from me, just hidden in the weeds. And it ran inside of a culvert in the ground, which is like tube pipe thing in the ground for like water to kind of flow through.
Drain.
Yeah, drain.
Did you pop the groundhog's cherry?
We're not there yet.
Oh.
For some reason, there was a Bud Light, like, aluminum bottle. It was empty, but I think it, like, blew into, like, all the way back to the pasture and everything. And I noticed that, and I was like, okay, the groundhog's in the culvert. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shove that bottle into one side of the culvert, just in case it comes out the other side, and I'm going to sprint over to the other side and wait for it. Because the gate was open, so I could sit on top of the gate on the other side of the culvert and wait. Sat there for a bit. And I came back to the other side, I tapped on it, and I could hear like the sound of like the culvert like getting lower as the groundhog went to the other side. So I came back to the other side, waited some more, and then I hear the sound of the bottle like start like rustling and moving around. It's like, okay. So I hop down as quiet as I could and I sneak over. I see the bottle come out. And I see the, just like barely, I barely see the groundhog come out because it's all covered in grass and stuff. And it come out, it's like, okay, stop moving, there it is. And I whack it, I whack it like once or twice and it like kind of stops and growls and like looks at me. And I'm like, keep going.
The bloodlust is there.
I just imagine this like
Where'd
from
it
like
go?
if I were to stand at like the back of your house, just watching you, just like I just watch you pick up a can, put it in the culvert or whatever, and then just like you just tap the culvert. Like this is from a distance, so it's just like you're doing, like I can tell you're doing something, and then like you go over to the other side, and then all of a sudden just wham, wham, and then you just stop, and it's just like. It just looks hilarious in my mind.
I was sitting on that gate for like 10 minutes, waiting for that groundhog to come out. I finally did.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, but I whacked him, whacked her, finally died. That one, see, that baseball bat does a pretty good job of taking out groundhogs. And the other one, the T-ball bat, isn't a very good bat for killing a groundhog quickly, and I'll tell you why. With the third story, it gets very sad, and I actually do have some video footage of the second.
Which we will not be sharing.
I'll show it to Lucas if he hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I was thinking of I was envisioning in my head when you were talking about just like hitting it or that, like thinking of like a far out shot from like a movie or a TV show of a field, and it's just like a very tiny version of you because you're like so far away, just hitting the ground with a bat really fastly, angrily.
Like a serial killer.
Yeah. And I finally stopped. Like, when you kill a groundhog, oh my gosh, you have so much adrenaline. I was just like shaking. I was like, I killed it.
When he finally stopped killing the groundhog, his bloodlust wasn't satiated, so he upgraded to humans.
Yeah. Hit it on the head. Good spot to hit it to make sure it's dead. Threw it over into like a clear spot of grass, and then there it was, dead. No movement whatsoever.
Blood for the blood.
Keep that in mind. So, another day, this is a few weeks later. I go for another groundhog round, but this time I take the T-ball bat with me. He's like, okay, my dad got me this new bat because he thinks it'll be lighter and easier to use. So I go and take it, and I walk around to that same spot that I went to, like part of the porch. Walk around to that same area. There's another groundhog. No, practically the same spot, eating mulberries. It didn't see me. But like the first groundhog, the second groundhog that I killed, the one before this one, it saw me, and it let me go back and get the bat. So the other one just didn't see me, so I like took a quick video. I was like, hey. Oh no, I didn't take a video yet.
Doesn't sound like the way you told a story.
Yeah, I sprinted over to it just instantly, and then it started running along the fence the opposite direction that the other groundhog went, and then it shot up a mulberry tree.
Which, by the way, I did not know that groundhogs could climb trees.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
they can.
All around the mulberry bush, eat and chase the groundhog. Groundhog scurried up the tree. Pop goes the groundhog.
By the way, groundhog is the largest rodent.
Does this make you hungry for blood?
No, it's actually kind of cute.
I asked if this made him thirst for blood.
No, what makes you
He's
thirst for
just-
blood is when you're
Yeah,
like
it looks like a
driving.
small little guy. If it's like a big fatty, I'm like
He's just a little guy. What about this? Does this make you thirst for blood?
a little bit, yeah. Anyway, the third one. So yeah, shot up the tree, and I take a quick video, document it, let them know like, hey, I'm on a groundhog hunt again, and there's a groundhog in a tree. I throw my phone down. I'm like, okay, I've climbed this mulberry tree multiple times in my childhood. I can definitely do it again. So I empty my pockets. The groundhog's just waiting for me, just like he'll leave.
It's like the duel on Mustafar and Revenge of the Sith. They're just,
Yeah.
You're like, ah. The groundhog's like, I have the high ground.
Groundhog had the high ground, but he sucked at having it.
He did.
I'll explain why. Let's see.
Because it's a groundhog?
Because he didn't have a baseball bat. He didn't have a license.
He also doesn't have a fully cognitive brain like a human.
Yeah. That might be right.
And plus, you're probably like, what, a staggering 4 feet taller than it?
No.
5.
Like a staggering, 5.
Well, if it's standing on its hind legs,
hind legs, I
then
guess, yeah.
you're probably like solid
Anyway,
4.
you're knocking branches down with your.
I wasn't knocking branches. I was trying to. Anyway, I haven't even talked about climbing into it yet.
You were like. Wow, alright.
I said I can't.
Wow,
climb
wow,
into this tree.
way to spoil the story,
Oh, I
Braxton.
didn't tell him that they like he.
Doesn't matter.
Just
So-
shut up.
So what I did is I started climbing into the tree because there's like a branch that goes up and then like a whole trunk goes up and then there's like another kind of like really big branch that kind of goes in a diagonal, curves up kind of thing. So I grabbed onto that and like awkwardly with a baseball bat. And I'm climbing up and I almost slipped because of how much adrenaline is going through me and I'm like shaky and everything. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kill this thing.
That didn't happen.
Because my plan was like to climb all the way up to that tree until I finally get it. Which I only climbed up a little bit because there was like a part where, there's like the trunk and then some extra branches that kind of branched out, so I could like stand there, giving me a nice platform. So there's some branches in my way, and I wanted to like kind of knock him out, so I was hitting him. And the groundhog, it's like, he was moving around a little bit. I noticed that. I was like, he's going up, but I'm gonna get him eventually. And I look up and I see him turn around. He starts coming towards me down one of the branches, like. Why is he doing this? And then he just like comes getting like faster, and then I'm like, oh, he's gonna attack me because they bite.
Yeah.
They bite. Because like there's been many stories of people getting bitten by groundhogs and stuff like that.
Now, this all happened in Minecraft, right?
True. Anyway, he comes towards me until he's like kind of like a decline angle. Kind of coming down towards me, but he's still looking up at me. And then that gives me a perfect opportunity to like whack him right on the back. And as I do that, he falls off the tree sideways, and then there's like a fence right below the tree, so he like completely like, bangs on the fence and flails on the other side into the barn lot.
Is he paralyzed now?
No! He just kept on running.
You swung at him with a bat and it connected with his
again.
bat, he'd be paralyzed.
Hold on. It's a T-ball bat. Like I was like, I don't know exactly where on the back, but I know it was kind of on the back.
If it was the other bat, would it, when you hit it, would it just like splat like a fly?
No. But yeah, I threw the bat down, and I jumped down with the bat from the side of the yard, and I threw the bat over to the barn lot, and I start climbing over the fence, but the fence is like, it's cattle panel, and if any of you know what that is, it's difficult to climb over at times. But I climbed over it because I did not care. I was like, I'm going to kill this groundhog. Get to the other side, pick it up, pick up the bat, and then I see like weeds rustling around. I was like, I'm keeping a dead eye on it, watching the weeds rustle around as it's running around. Search for it a little bit more, and I whack it a few more times, and then I give it a good whack on the back, another one, and it stops for a little bit. And then it keeps going, except its back legs are dragging behind it. So I did paralyze its back legs, like, after that, like, other hit.
Second whack.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta start taking headshots now, so then...
Keep taking body shots, make him suffer.
So yeah, I started taking...
Was it like squealing or anything?
No, not a single sound out of that thing. Until like around the end, but we'll get to that later.
Not until its brain matter squirted out of its head.
Anyway, I start beating it on the head multiple times, like straight on, and then I start getting heads from getting shot from like the back of the head to kind of like maybe hit brainstem or something. I whack it a few more times, its nose is like starting to bleed and everything, and like blood start coming out of its nose, and it finally like stops, and I'm like, okay. I'll be dead. So I pick it up by like the fur and I just throw it over with the bat and I run around to the other side. And as I come over, I see that it's laying on its side and I see it going.
Oh, it's still alive. You chucked it while it was still alive.
Yeah! And I was like, no! Why is it still alive? And there was like blood. It was like breathing out of its nose with like blood going like, And I was like, no. So I was like, sadly pull up my phone. I was like, guys, he's still alive. You guys don't have to watch this. And I put him down with the baseball bat. Like
on
I gave
video?
him like on video. I give him a few whacks. And then I just like sit there for a little bit. And you're going. He just makes like a little groan. Just, and I'm like, okay, more. Boom, 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 boom. And I finally stopped. And he just left there like twitching. And I'm like, I mean, most groundhogs that I killed, they don't twitch.
Is this
Like,
a
the-
raccoon
like,
or a guy who usually
yeah.
twitch?
That one was twitching a little bit, and I was like,
It's the nerves down.
yeah.
Kill me.
And I was like, damn. That was really sad. So there's kind of like a little pool of blood in my backyard now, and
There's blood on
Probably
your
not
hands.
anymore.
yeah,
There's blood on your hands.
There's blood on his porch.
there is blood on my porch because, you know, my dad, he encourages kind of behavior.
There's blood in the water.
But he encourages kind of behavior. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna show my dad, but instead of like coming in to get him like I usually do, I'm like, hey, I killed a groundhog. I'm just gonna go up to the front door, ring the doorbell. He's gonna come up to the door and he's gonna see me with the groundhog. So I come up to the porch and I ring the doorbell and I hear bloop bloop, and I look down and there's just blood, like a blood trail on the front porch. I'm like, oh, it's still there, by the way.
I wonder if it was O positive.
Who knows?
Universal donor. Groundhog blood.
Maybe. But yeah. That was definitely the worst.
I don't want to see that video. I don't really want to see that.
Okay.
That's just sad.
It is.
Groundhog story over. I have a connecting story. It goes. Well, it fits along with your story.
Well, we don't care. It looks like we're out of time.
But so
Don't want to see it.
the same day that Ethan killed that groundhog, I was down at my brother Brady's house.
Killing him.
No, I was building a closet shelf thingy.
That sounds
because
like something you would watch on Live Leak. Just active animal
oh my
abuse.
gosh,
Just
yo.
bang!
Stop. He at least put it out of its misery. He didn't just leave it there dying.
Yeah.
He chucked it. No.
Anyway.
I thought it was dead. I thought I got it there.
Anyway, so that morning, like, we had found out that, like, the air conditioner at my brother's house in Peru was, the air conditioner just broke. and they would have to replace the entire thing. So they were like, "Oh well, why not just move into our new house? It's not done yet, and we'll just deal with it." So I had to take some stuff down there, and I was working on building a closet thing, and I wanted to take my bass guitar to Ethan so he could write an intro for another thing that I'm working on currently.
Are you in the closet?
What? No, I said something that I'm working on currently. What does that have in it? What? Anyway.
You said you were working on a closet. I was wondering if you had to, you were upgrading the closet you were in.
No, I was working on a closet shelf, not like a thing that you put in a closet.
Oh,
Doesn't
so your closet's roomy.
It's not my closet. This is at my brother's brand new house.
Well, you've been in the closet for a while. I just didn't know if it was roomy or
I'm
not.
going to kill you. I'm going to start beating on you with this metal bottle of water,
Okay.
like the way that Ethan beat the groundhog.
Don't hurt. Just kill me in one swoop. Don't beat me, chase me, paralyze me, then chuck me over a fence, and then keep beating me.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? But anyway, so I went and I asked my mom or whatever. There's some cookies. I asked my mom, I was like, "Hey, can I go take this to Ethan real quick?" And she's like, "Whatever." And I ended up spending an hour at Ethan's house, not on purpose, but we just talked for a little bit. But so I get to Ethan's house and I get the bass guitar out of my car and everything, shut the door, and I walk up to the porch, and I'm looking at the ground, and on the sidewalk, and then on the front porch, I just is that blood? Cause it just splatters or whatever, and I'm like, huh. And so I go to ring the doorbell, and Ethan comes, and I go outside and I give it, and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I just killed a groundhog." And I'm like, "What?" Excuse me? And he's like, "Yeah, I got videos for the photo circle. I'll post it here in an hour or so." And so he told me the story, and there was a clear blood trail off the porch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
By the way,
crazy.
I'm very glad I don't look at the photo circle frequently. I'm sad I saw the crushed turtle.
yeah,
That you put in
so
there.
was I.
But I'm glad I don't check the photo circle often, so I'm glad I didn't see you kill the groundhog. The crushed turtle, though, is something I wish I could unsee.
Yeah, me too.
You got multiple angles, too.
I saw it in person.
Yeah,
you didn't have to go full photo shoot fashion
They
model
did-
mode, ooh yeah, work it for me, corpse.
By the way, before any of you say anything about Ray, totally
He
thinks that stuff like this is cool because
Okay.
she's a goth chick, so
Okay.
Ethan
she
is a
supports me on the
psychopath,
groundhog
by
thing.
the way.
She supports me on the groundhog thing because I've explained to her for past and second of all, she's kind of wanting to join in now.
Anyway,
And
show me the video.
And they're both psychopaths.
Bonnie and Clyde. Okay. Anyway,
Show me the video.
It's like Team Rocket with James and Jesse, but they were just cold-blooded groundhog killers.
yeah. There actually is two characters in Pokemon called Bonnie and Clyde. There's
I don't know this stuff because I don't watch Pokemon.
I don't watch Pokemon besides for the first season and Pokemon XYZ. Oh my god, I shouldn't watch this. I can hear her.
Treat this groundhog. I got this tiny little bat. I think I'm gonna go try and get it.
So much has happened in between these two videos.
Yeah. Oh, this poor guy.
I got him.
You're out of breath.
You're just, oh my god,
You're just noticeably out of breath.
What?
I'll give much this if you want to. Let's give you 1 minute.
See, I was putting effort into those.
Oh!
I was putting efforts into those swings, trying to get him out.
I heard a crunch.
That was
That
actually
was
actually the bat.
bat,
'Cause it
yeah.
has a little rattle thing inside of it.
I thought it was just cut as you connected with the skull.
No.
Keep playing.
What have I done? I need more blood.
Oh! God!
I can hear
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can hear a mushing.
With your groundhog. Second one of this summer.
I can hear a slight mush and a sticky.
Because usually my videos are like, yeah, groundhog. This one I'm like, groundhog number 3, man.
I can just. I heard a mush as the bat was connecting,
Well,
and then when you pulled back up, I heard an audible, like sticking noise, like something was getting peeled apart.
You're misinterpreting those sounds because that's not at all. Like there's absolutely no like open wounds.
Yeah,
It's absolutely zero.
the worst part about the video is when the groundhog is just.
Can we like not play the video while on the podcast?
Oh my gosh, I heard it.
Hold on. Wait, is that this one? Oh wait, never mind.
I just heard the noise, dude.
Anyways, while they're listening to that with about 9 minutes to spare, I'm going to take us into a different topic so I don't have the urge to kill myself.
I didn't even get to talk about what I've done in the past 2 weeks or 3
Well,
weeks.
because you've been busy murdering groundhogs.
No, I haven't.
Well,
I want to kill groundhogs, but I want to have a gun when I do it.
Lucas is into dark humor, but
I'm into dark humor. I'm not into death videos.
Anyway, but like, what about? Okay, to get off the subject of groundhogs.
hey, at least it's not a person. It's a person.
I'm into dark humor. I'm just not into like animal abuse, which I know that's a pest, and it's perfectly understandable and stuff like that. But I just don't like watching animals get hurt.
Anyway,
I'm not. I have a very tender.
the past 3 weeks I've worked cows every single week. 3 weeks in a row, multiple days of working cows.
Is cows like a secret word for a gay strip club?
No, like I live on a farm. I work cows. So this was like Doc Hilton was there. He does one of his cows died last year or whatever, and they managed to get a bunch of eggs from her, like embryos and stuff like that. So he's been using those embryos to impregnate like cows, other cows and stuff. And like it's a really good cow, so it was a really good cow that died. So it was like, oh, we'll take this and we'll make a bunch of money with it. He raises bulls and stuff. So that's what we're doing. We're using it to lots of those embryos. Yes, that's not on our door. But anyway, but yeah. So we had to work all of the cows and calves. It's also pink eye season, so I had to, like, a bunch of the cows, we had to, like, I had to sneeze.
I don't like this episode.
Okay.
I don't like this episode.
Anyway, so... Oh, it's going to get a little bit worse.
There's just a lot of animal deaths. I'm all for dark humor. I joke about a lot of
understand.
stuff. I just have a very soft spot for animals.
I've been sitting here in silence.
Continue to. I don't want to listen to you.
Okay, so the it's pink eye season, okay, and the cows get pink eye. It's like it comes and goes for the cows, and there's like seasons where it's really bad, seasons where it's not bad. It's really bad this year, and so for the cows you have to pop the eye with like a thing. It's really nasty. I hate it, and like white puss comes out, and yeah, it's gross. And so for and then you have to poke a needle, like a little needle into their eyes and inject it.
You said needle, and I thought you said poke it to eat it.
No, poke a needle into their eye, but it has to be in a certain spot. So what I had to do every time that we had to do this was we had to put a halter on the cow, which is like a thing that you can put and it keeps them from moving their head. And I had to hold it. And I had to make sure that the cow wouldn't move its head. And like all while this is happening, I'd be holding, but I can't look at the thing when he's doing it. It was too nasty and gross. I also watched him cut the balls off a bunch of bull calves.
My nuts hurt.
Oh, like so it's like they're like pliers, but you slide in on like the testicle, and you
I'm going to go refill my water. I'll be back.
Okay,
Keep
I'll
talking.
keep it.
I don't want to. I need to step out for a moment, or else I'll start crying.
We're gonna take a little break for a second.
That guy stinks.
We're gonna take a break for a second because we're almost out of time, and I really would like to finish explaining this in one episode, so I don't have to come back to it. Okay, so, but yeah, he's got it's like pliers, and you like slide in the blade or whatever around the testicle like cord thing because he has to like reach up, and you have to hold the tail of the bull cow so it doesn't kick and stuff. And then you bring the blade down and cuts it. You gotta cut them just right, or it'll bleed to death. But like we had six bull cows that were like a year old because they got born late and they didn't get cut. Mind you, we've been working cows all day. It's about 6 in the evening. We've been up since 6 in the morning, and we've been working since 7. And it's 6 in the evening. Doc he's not young. He's not extremely old, but he's not young. So his back was hurting and stuff. And then to have to reach in and then pull on the testicles to like cut them, and they're really thick, so it's really hard to cut them. But and so it's the last one, the last bull cow, and I have a hand on the tail, and my dad has 2 hands on the tail because it's like I was the help. Because there was one guy, we were alternating because it was so difficult to hold these cows that are a year old, their tail, hold it down so that, Doc could cut it. And so one guy, we were alternating, one guy would hold with 2 hands, with full force, and one guy would use, half force with 1 hand. And they're not, if you hold it a certain way, they're not supposed to be able to kick. Well, this almost full-sized bull cow kicked Doc right in the shin. He was in pain. And so both my dad and I grabbed the tail full force. Just a second, I'm not finished talking yet. If you don't want to hear it, don't come back yet. But full force, and we were holding it down so he could reach and grab the testicles, and just he was mad. But yeah, he said if there had been one more, he don't think he would have been able to do it because it was just so hard. But yeah, embryos. Back to that, embryos. So for embryos, he bred 2 AI. So to get to impregnate a cow with embryos, you have to do it manually, which involves sticking your entire arm up the cow's butt,
Right.
all the way up to his shoulder. It's the butt, but it's also the same place as... Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into detail.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'll just explain that for all those non-cow folk out there. They're the butthole is the same place as... Well, technically there is 2 holes there, but it's the same thing. Anyway, he has to clear it all out, and he had to give the cow, he had to paralyze the cow, kind of, give it a numbing shot, and he had to clean it off on the backside, and then get the embryo out, make sure the water's just right, and then he has to stick his hand and open up the specific term. I'm not going to go into too much detail of specific things, but then he has to put the embryo in there. And everything has to be just right. And so we had 12 cows that he had to do this to. So it was very interesting. This guy, he loves cows. He loves cows.
I got water.
We're still talking about embryos and how Doc had to shove his hand up into the butthole of cows
Oh, I don't care about that.
to impregnate them.
I don't care about that. I just don't like the idea of animals getting hurt.
Yeah,
I don't care about fisting cows or whatever.
Okay, well, I just finished talking about the testicles being cut off of the big yearling cows.
Okay, good.
But yeah.
My balls started aching when you were talking about
Well,
that.
yeah, but
I got cow nuts.
Yeah. Well, and they're also really gross because if we had a little cooler of them, because he would just throw them in there to.
Cool.
No, we don't eat them. Some people do
Some
eat
people
them.
do.
Some people do eat them. They will cook them and eat them, which I think that is nasty, and I could never do that. But some people do eat them. That just makes me want to throw up. But we had a
Never
like.
mind. Never mind.
What's in your mouth? Cow cum.
No. No.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't gonna say anything.
No.
It's like a,
No, shut up!
it's an adult gusher.
I'm not gonna throw up.
You just
I'm not
bite
gonna
down
throw
and
up.
the
Just
liquid
start
just
humming. Just start
shoots
humming.
out.
Oh.
It's
It's not the thing that like.
it's a gusher.
It's just I gag because it's so bad, and
Yeah,
it's
but,
just
I
the,
mean, That's what it is. If your voice is going, then it's impossible to gag at the same time. Like you don't really.
I usually just pound my chest and it disappears.
Okay, anyway.
You don't like adult gushers?
No, the fact that anyway, people eat them. It's gross. But we had like a little thing that we put them in that we could throw them out later, and that thing was full of all different sizes, especially the really big ones. But they're just gross. Anyway, but yeah, cows. I worked cows a bunch. If you want to hear what else I did, you'll have to go to the Tribunal podcast where I talk about what I did because that's more of a happier topic, and I kind of wanted to leave that just for that one.
Tribunal.
Yep, that's a podcast that Alex, Ethan, and I do. It's a combination of 3 different podcasts. Podcast, I think EAB broadcast, the EMB talk show, and the Danny Derringer radio show. That's why it's called the Tribunal, because it's 3. But yeah. So yeah. Well, that's
Do you just like talking a lot? How many podcasts do you need? One is
I do. That's the thing. I do enjoy talking and telling stories and catching up with people and
Yeah.
I really do enjoy talking and
Yeah, I
sharing
know.
and letting people know how things go.
I know you like talking.
You like to talk also, okay?
I like talking, but that's only if I have a story or something. If
I have a story.
if I don't have a story, I'm just making jokes then.
And see, like the thing is, I don't want to tell all my stuff in one podcast. I want to be like, oh well, if you want to hear this, you got to go to this one and listen to. And trust me, there are some funny stories in this one, including spoiler that my dad, who is 54 or something like that. Some kid asked him if he was in the Vietnam War. Some kid asked my dad that. My dad was in high school when that happened.
My grandpa was.
Yeah, that's the thing. My grandpa didn't serve in the Vietnam War, but like.
Oh, my grandpa did. He went overseas and stuff. He actually saved his squad.
Actually, I think one of my grandpas did. He was in the Navy.
My grandpa actually saved his platoons. Because the enemy threw in a grenade into like their little bunker thing they're in. He grabbed a grenade and threw it out and it exploded. He got shrapnel on his hands and stuff. He's fine now, I think. He just doesn't really like talking about it because of PTSD and stuff like that, so we don't talk about it or watch anything war.
I'm not even gonna make that joke. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, but he's a hero.
Nice.
Love him.
But
He
yeah,
is my grandpa though.
this is the end of this episode. This episode is over.
It was over when you started bashing.
I blatantly tried to do my best.
Okay, yeah, it's not like he did it on purpose.
He went out fast.
He
But
was-
I've never used that bat before on like anything, so I had no idea that it was.
I get it. I get it.
It's not like he was like, "Bang,
I
I'm
mean-
still alive. I'm gonna leave you for an hour."
Like, it's just animals getting hurt. That's a very soft.
My dog got hit by a. No,
I got-
Yeah.
Like, I'll joke about stuff, but
Oh.
I hit a dog or something like that. But no,
My dog killed a coon.
The animal.
Yes, he killed a raccoon.
Okay.
Well, he like.
And the cat.
Oh yeah, he did kill a cat. That turned out not to be my cat.
I
It was a different cat. Because, like, I went out, because I heard Gus barking, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And, I took the light out, and I went out to the barn, because that's where he was, and there was a cat up there, and it was the cat I thought had died.
I just got a soft spot for animals. I'll joke and stuff. Like, I got dark sense of humor and everything, but, like, genuine animal.
I know what videos I'm sending you now.
I know genuine animal abuse and animals getting hurt, and then also like genuine hate for people, whether it's through racism, homophobia, anti-Semitics. That stuff just makes me mad and makes me sad and stuff like that. I don't like it. Like, I'll do the dark jokes and stuff about it, but it's like the actual thing in and of itself is a very terrible thing. And the way I cope with terrible things is through humor to make it a little. It's still bad nonetheless, but it makes it just a little bit more bearable. Yeah, that's why I like do a lot of dark humor and stuff, because the world's a terrible place, and I just want to put a smile on people's faces and laughter and stuff, even if it's laughter because they find it funny, or if it's laughter because they're in shock and they laugh when they're in shock.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at least I didn't like get the groundhog's like back legs paralyzed and then threw it over the fence.
You threw it over the fence before its back legs were paralyzed?
No. I mean, like, I'm saying, like, at least, like, I didn't, like, paralyze the back legs and then threw it over the fence before I, like, hit it more. Like, so it just, like, threw it over and just tumbled and was like, ugh.
Anyway,
It could have been a lot worse.
Back to my story to end the podcast episode. Like, I was in the barn, saw the cat, and I was like, well, that can't be what he was barking at. I took my light and I shined it out on a tree. 5 sets of eyeballs. Like, raccoons. Like, 5 raccoons in the same tree. Coolest thing ever. So I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get the dogs out. So I got Gus out there. And he actually got one on the ground. Like he ran up to the tree and got one on the ground. It was a little baby raccoon or whatever. But he killed it and ran off with it. And then I couldn't find any other ones, but I found one at the way top, but my dad wouldn't shoot it. Which was stupid, because they're pests also. Kill it. And it was on my property, so it doesn't have to be in coon season if it's on your property.
That's why even...
Unless it's a deer, then it's more legal. But I don't go deer hunting.
Like, being a big animal lover, for those who know me, I don't hunt. Because it's just...
I hunt and I kill.
I don't like hurting
Can I eat the
animals.
most dangerous game?
I mean, like, deer season and stuff comes around, I may consider it, but it's like, that's because it's deer season, and I'll kill, like, 1 deer, and that's it.
Yeah, but that's all you're supposed to.
Now, people will actively go out and, like, kill multiple deer. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but you're supposed to tag them. You're supposed to have... So there's, like I said, you're, like, only supposed to kill, like, 3.
Yeah,
And you're supposed to...
and
have
even then,
deer
I don't
tags
know if
and
I'd be
everything.
able to do it, because I like animals enough, and and deer are cute.
So they hit your car.
I do have some videos of deer on the photo circle. And on Braxton's camcorder.
Of you beating them with a bat?
No. Me just recording them just, like, eating blueberries in my backyard.
You should attack a deer with a bat.
No! Okay, first of all...
What are you, a psychopath? Okay, goodbye.
No!
First of all, I'm
Not
not
gonna end it correctly.
fast enough. I'm not fast enough for the deer. They're a lot smarter than a groundhog.
Okay,
And-
can we end this and get to the next thing? Because I don't want Psycho Braxton.
I just like to kill
And
animals.
it's not deer season.
Well, yeah, but still, I think it'd be cool. I was told a story once of how a guy, like, he shot a deer with, like, a bow and arrow, and then he came up on a deer that was laying down, and he was like, oh, that must be the one it was, and he...
Are you talking about roadkill?
No. Oh, it might have... Because
He-
Mr. Wilderness told the story.
Because it was roadkill. He shot a deer while hunting and found another deer thought was the deer that was injured, took the Bowie knife and killed another deer.
He crawled over to it and then, like, jumped on top of it and stabbed it with a knife. And then he was like, oh, well, this isn't the deer. He walked over to, like, the dip in the ground ravine or whatever, and there was the deer he had shot dead, so he had to go get an extra deer tag. Yeah,
that was roadkill.
I didn't remember his name. I just know that Mr. Williams told the story. So, anyway, this is Podcast Nation. I've been Brax Manning. I've been joined by Lucas Floyd and Ethan Johnson.
I don't like this episode.
We are going to put a warning at the beginning of this episode.
Please do.
That's like, viewer discretion advised. Or listener discretion advised. We don't have viewers.
I don't.
Watch it.
You should probably title it Lucas's least favorite episode. I didn't really like this one. It made me sad.
Next time, we'll talk about the POWs from World War II. The Jews.
I
I'm
can get
kidding.
behind that.
I'm
Let's-
kidding. What? Okay. You can't stand a groundhog being beat to death by a bat, but you can stand thousands of Jews being killed
That's
in
the
gas chambers.
That's the Holocaust, not a POW. A POW is prisoner of war.
Yeah, but they
The
were
Holocaust- the
they
Holocaust
were still
is-
Jews. They were considered POWs because it was wartime. That's what the POW camps are. Prisoners
Prisoners of war, that AKA people who got captured.
Yes, but it was still included with the Jews. It was wartime. They were put in those camps to suffer.
This is not this episode, guys.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, this has been Podcastination. Goodbye. I hope you have a much better day after listening to this episode. Until next time, yabba yos.